But of course, are you a lover or fighter?
I'm both.
You're both.
Yes.
Yeah. Why? Talk to us a little bit about that.
I'm passionate about the things that I do. So I love the stuff that I do, and if anything comes in between what I'm doing, then I'm going to fight for it. So I'm both a lover and a fighter.
Yeah. This one is going to be, I don't know if it's a complex question, but really it's just a lot of people don't realize, music is a derivative of something. Everything is a derivative of something else.
Yeah.
And even the R&Bs and blue, all the things we enjoy nowadays are, derivatives of jazz.
Yeah.
But what do you think is like the future of jazz music in a world where our sound is going global, the Afrobeats, the Amapianos, the everything's are just going global?
Yeah.
Where does, jazz fall into play? Does it stay in its pure, authentic form as it is, or
Yeah.
does it kind of, melt into the pot of the African sound?
Jazz has been evolving since it started, from traditional jazz to bebop to 1960s modal jazz, and then to South African jazz, and then it comes over to like electronic rock music, which was fused with jazz, with the Kina Miles Davis and some other guys later after that. And now you find there's this new UK also sound kind of they have like their own jazz sort of sound, and it's gone all over the world, and there are different styles of jazz. You even have Kenyan jazz. Like, really, it keeps evolving. So I cannot predict what will happen, but I can say for sure that it'll keep evolving with whatever different styles that we have. Even neo soul, now you have some neo soul jazzy music as well. Like, I think jazz is an excellent foundation of whatever other genres of music that are there.
Yeah.
It can always
a building
be
block of music almost.
It's really like a firm foundation, because you can find rappers who've worked with jazz musicians like Kendrick Lamar and Kamasi Washington, who's a really famous, revered saxophonist, and he's in that album. What's that name? I don't really. There's a historic album Kendrick Lamar did that had. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, but yeah.
Not that the one before the recent one.
Okay.
And really, if you look at the musicians he worked with jazz artists. Robert Glasper, Kamasi Washington, Terrence Martin. These are really like the icons of jazz music today. So you'll find jazz music in all the other stuff.
I love what you're saying, and I'd like to know what's the reception like.
Damn, it was bothering me. I had to remember the name of the album. It's Damn.
Yeah.
But go on, yeah.
So I'd like to know what's the reception like, especially in Kenya. People say we're going for jazz.
Yeah.
We're going to listen to jazz. What's the reception like? Is it more of I just want to fit in, or it's truly, truly a passion that they have for jazz?
Me, I love Kenyans. I love the way they embraced jazz. I'll totally ever appreciate them for that, because this is like in Kenya, the Jazz Festival is probably amongst the highest attended events. So Kenyans are, I don't like placing tags on them. I'm really open-minded towards them, because we've never really had a jazz culture, but when a jazz festival came, guys showed up. Yep. So maybe we just need to expose our people to different stuff, and then let us see where it goes, and not put tags on them and say Kenyans don't like, or they're like this or like that.
Yeah, true.
So I'm just really always grateful for Kenyan jazz fans.
Yeah. And African jazz artists are now finding their place in the international like jazz scene. I know you have a festival coming up that's going to be amazing, but it's also the first time that Africans are being featured on it. What does that feel like sometimes as an artist to be like, hey, this is our sound, and now we're excluded, but now we're being included? How does
and
that
do you have
feel?
an invite? Because I really want you to go. Talk to us about it.
So in I think November is when Manu Dibango's manager, she's called Clady Boa, inboxed me on Facebook and said, hey Christine, do you want to perform at Jazz Ahead in Germany? There's this opportunity, send your information and we'll let you know. So I did that, and in December they were like, they chose 3 artists from Africa.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
One of 3.
One of 3, myself, and there's an artist called Alun Wad from Senegal, and a group from Nigeria called Afro 4 Band. So they selected 3 artists from Africa to spotlight at Jazz Ahead. Jazz Ahead is the world's largest jazz trade fair, where they have everyone in the jazz world from around the world, literally from all corners of the earth. They like festivals, bookers, record labels, they come together. It's a conference and festival, so they kind of see
like
where's jazz going.
Nice. Is it causing jitters, or it's just a
I'm
chest thump? You're like, finally.
No, I'm always happy to perform, even if it's the biggest stage, or if you call me to a cafe in Nairobi, I'm always happy to perform. But I'm particularly excited about this, and it's an honor to take the Kenyan flag to Germany and represent us for jazz.
But just before getting into music, any place you didn't think you'd be able to go because of jazz, but you did, like a physical location?
I've been to Cameroon to play jazz music.
Nice.
I've been to Cote d'Ivoire. I've been to Nigeria twice, at Lagos International Jazz Festival, and another jazz festival in Abuja. So Yeah, I've been to countries that I never thought I'd go.
Yeah. Hey, West Africans
They
are
really love you,
represented,
eh?
you know?
You're going to Abuja again. Again.